Have you noticed a wet mark on your ceilings or walls at home? You may have a pinhole leak just like this one. Stay tuned and we're going to give you tips on how you can repair it yourself, or if need be, you can hire a plumber and know what you're talking about and get a fair price.
Hi, I'm Kes Stadler, the singing realtor and associate broker with Atlanta Communities in Metro Atlanta. On this video, we're going to give you a couple of options for ways you can fix leaking copper pipes. You may find them in your walls, may find them in the ceiling. We're going to use a PEX product and also a plastic coupling or sleeve that you can purchase and do yourself. So be sure to stay tuned and get some good tips, and we'll get started.
Okay, as you can see here, this starts out as a small drip. This is the beginning of a pinhole leak, and then before long, look at what you wind up with. This can create havoc in your home, your sheetrock. It can just be a nightmare. So make sure you try to find the problem early, get the water turned off, make sure you have buckets, Tupperware, towels, anything you need to try to keep that sheetrock from getting too wet. I always recommend that you cut a small opening in the sheetrock so you can easily patch it, and you can always cut out more if you need to, but never make a huge hole if you don't have to. Because look at the mess we have here, and it could have been a lot worse if we didn't find it in time or if we cut a big opening. Around on the other side of the wall, you'll see where we cut a small access panel so that we could see what we were doing and also help dry out the sheetrock. Here's a little bit of the issues we found. Believe it or not, the water ran about 4 feet down that wall. It ran down into the electric socket, but luckily no electrical issues were found, so we're good to go there. It did run down the wall here, and you can see where the paint has all bubbled, and that will have to be sanded and painted again once everything dries out and the sheetrock's been repaired. So that's really what it's all about, and we got the plumber on his way. He's going to show us how to fix it using this new product called PEX, and there's the Tupperware to catch that water.
What we're going to do is there's a pinhole leak on this 1/2 inch line. There's one there, and there's one back here where it ties into the 3/4 inch line. So we're just going to cut that whole section out and replace it with PEX.
And then on the 1/2 inch line, you'll put a new T in. How does that work?
We're just going to cut the 3/4 inch line on each side of that T and adapt back on with PEX pipe, and then put our T in there and run it back. Is right above that 90.
Is the T a PEX type T?
Yeah, it is.
Fitting? And you use a crimping system?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what we use for irrigation.
Yeah.
Or similar type thing when I used to do lawn irrigation.
As you can see here, this is the finished product. It was a very tight area to work in, and also a little more complicated for the average DIY. So I called my buddy, the plumber with Plum Smart, to come out and take care of it. Nice and neat and clean, and now the problem has been solved. Alright, as you can tell, this is a project best left to the professionals. The plumbers use either plastic fittings, and then here's a picture of the rings that they use to crimp it on, and in some cases they use copper fittings. And you can see the finished product here that was up in the walls.
So the first time you heard it, it was squeezing.
Right.
The second time it was releasing the pressure.
That's amazing.
And when it starts, you can't stop it.
All right, Paul, so tell me what you're doing.
Alright, we have a pinhole leak again up here. I've already got it cut out. We're going to use it's similar to the shark bite, but it pushes in and then it twists and locks in place.
Gotcha.
So we like them a little bit better because I've actually seen, I had one in my house like this that corroded.
Oh, wow.
And started leaking, so we just quit using shark bites on it.
They're a good, fairly temporary fix.
Yeah. This is made by a British company called John Guest. It's very similar to the shark bite, but then you twist on these nuts and lock them in place.
Is that something you buy at like Ferguson's or someplace
Only
like that?
place I've been able to find them is online.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so what we need to do now is have somebody look at this, and then we'll have somebody downstairs to look at that when we turn the water down.
Okay, so there you have it, the finished product. I think a moment ago I said John Quest. It's John Guest, but it's a great product, and it's something you can do yourself. Here's a couple of items that you'll need in your toolbox to make it happen. Various types of cutting tools. This is my favorite. And then you'll also need to buy the product, as I mentioned just a moment ago. But send me an email if you have a hard time finding it, and I can help you locate it. So hopefully we gave you a few tricks that you can use to either repair the leak yourself or know the right questions to ask a plumber so you get results like this. I'm sure you would love to have more information about what we're offering, so be sure to like and subscribe our channel, and we'll give you more tips about homeowner DIY projects in the future. We also offer videos about moving to Atlanta, the pros and cons of Atlanta, and things to do in this area, so we're an all-around channel. Check out our next video coming up next, and you'll get more information about Metro Atlanta. And a special shout out to our friends at Plum Smart who helped make this happen. We couldn't have done it without them. Have an awesome day.